Hi guys, welcome to Module 4, Chapter 7, Decimals, Real Numbers, Proportional Reasoning. This is for Math for Teachers 1, and my name is Miranda Curtis. Okay, question 1. Demonstrate how to convert the decimals as fractions into the lowest term and demonstrate how to find the prime factorization of the denominator in each case. Okay, so our first question is A, it's 0.225. What we're going to do is we're going to find its place. So 0 is in the ones, 2 is in the tenths, like with teach, and then the other 2 is in the hundredths, and then the 5 is in the thousandths. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them over that. So it's going to be 2 over 10. This 2 is over 100, and this 5 is over 1,000. Okay, then we're going to find the common denominator, which is going to be 1,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to times 100 times 10, and then we'll times 2 times 10, which is 20. And then we're going to sit here and we're going to do this. We're going to times this times 100, and then we're going to times this times 100. So it's going to be 200 over 1,000. Okay, and then we're going to, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're going to add all that together, and it's going to give us 225 over 1,000, and then we're going to reduce it. So we're going to come over here and we're going to divide by 5, and it's going to give us 45. We're going to divide by 5, it's going to give us 200. Then we're going to divide 45 by 5, and it gives us 9. And then we're going to do 200 by 5, it's going to give 40. That's our lowest common, right here is lowest. Okay, our next question is B, it's 0.036. Again, we're going to look at the placements. See, the 1 right here is a 0, and then the tenth is a 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 over 100, and we're put 6 over 1,000. And that's going to be, our common denominator is going to be 1,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 6 over 1,000, we're going to leave it like that. And then we're going to times 100 times 10, and we'll times 3 times 10, which is 30. So 30 plus 6 is 36 over 1,000. Then we're going to divide 36 by 4 gives us 9. And then we got 1,000 divided by 4 gives us 250. And that is the lowest prime factorization. Okay, here's our second one. We are going to look at the variable x and y are related by the formula that's shown below. So our first formula is y equals x over 2. So Julie wants to get fit and be able to run longer. She starts by running 2 days a week, and the arrow shows that Julie is building up her endurance and reaching her goal. So Julie, our little person here, is running up. So that is why our arrow is pointing up. Okay, our next one, here's our another one. This one says Jimmy's apples. Okay, and our equation is a negative x over 2. So Jimmy's mom gave him 2 apples. He gets hungry and starts to eat them. That will leave the equation with a negative because he ate the apples. So the apples is pointing down like the arrow. It's going down because it's negative and he ate all the apples. Okay, our next equation, right there, y equals 10x. So Billy's Sunday savings. So we have a dime right there, isn't that cool? Because there's a 10 here. The graph shows little Billy has been given dimes for 10 Sundays, and he saves them to get a bigger toy. The graph shows the dimes add up to a bigger sum, so Billy can save to get a bigger toy. And our dime is going up because he's saving them. Okay, our question D, our equation is y equals x squared. Tweety Bird, any cute Tweety Bird, I like yellow birds. Tweety Bird started from a sitting position on top of a roof. The graph shows Tweety taking off and going up in the air to meet the rest of his flock in the sky, migrating for the winter. Isn't that cool? Look how he goes up. It says Tweety Bird's Journey is the name of it, and the X is right here, so he's going to go up right there. Our next question is question 3. What percentage and fraction of each red proportion or green of these figures? Okay, so A, we see we have a square, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 parts. So what it's going to give us, with this being half of that, is going to be 12.5%, and it's going to be 1/8 of the square is in green. Okay, B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 squares. We have 3 fully green squares and 1/2 square. So our percentage is going to be 15.5. It's going to be 31/2. Okay, our last one looks like a Pokeball, but isn't it cool? Okay, so we see the red area, and it's half of the circle. So half in percentage is 50%, and fraction is 1/2. Excuse me. Okay, so our next one, the area, here it is. The area of the yellow hexagon is the whole. Then the remaining pattern blocks have areas that are approximately 16.67%, 19.2%, 33.3%, 38.5%, and 50%. Our little help bubble over here says, see how many of each shape fits into the hexagon. So we have triangles, tan rhombuses, blue rhombuses, squares, and trapezoids. So our hexagon represents the whole. Triangles. So I mean, I could see, you put a triangle there. So its percentage was 16.67%, because that's not going to go in there perfectly. Then we have a tan rhombus, which is tannish blue, and its percentage was 19.6. If you try to put that in there, you're going to have one going here, here, maybe here. It's not going to fit because it's long like that. Okay, here's our blue rhombus. Now we might get 2 of him in there. If we try to fit him in there, we might get 2. He had 33.3%. Now our square, now I can see we could put a square here, maybe here. Definitely there. You would probably get a good amount of squares in there. So we have 38.5%. Now trapezoid, that one was awesome. Look at this trapezoid. Look, if you cut the hexagon in half right there, like 2 hexagons make a whole. So that gave us 50%. I really like those. Those really are cool to make things with, but they also fit really good in the hexagon. So question 5, this is 5A. Okay. We're going 5A. There are 3 common types of percentage problems. This first one is find the percent. So, find the percent. Okay, so my little picture is going to move. It's really cool. It says, what percentage of the cookies got burnt? You could tell I'm hungry when I made this. There's 1, there's 2. So we have a total of 10 cookies, and only 2 got burnt. So that's going to leave us with 20%. Okay, and so this is how you write it in a fraction. So percentage, you have your 20, red cookies on top and total cookies on bottom. So you have 2 red cookies and you have 10 complete cookies. So you times that times 100, and it's going to give you 20%. Yay, isn't that a cool arrow? Okay. Here is problem 2. It says find the part. This is also another cool one. I like the colors. Okay, so there's another type of percentage problem. This is find the part. How many purple and blue gems did you find? So we're looking for parts. So our purple gems and our blue gems represent parts, because all together they make a whole. but our purple is a part and then our blue is a part. So to answer our question, we have 3 purple gems plus 5 blue gems, which these are each parts, equals 8 gems, which is a whole. Okay, and then that's addition. Now we're going to do our subtraction part. It says how many blue gems are there in 8 gems? So there's 8 in total. We have 3 purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here's the equation part. Okay, if you have 8 gems and you minus 3 gems, you'll get 5. So we have a whole and then we have 2 parts. And it equals our equation. Okay, here is number 3, and this is find the whole. It says, how much frosting do I want on my cookie? I like cookies, guys. So this cool stuff right here, that's icing. Okay, so if you have a cookie and you put it in 4 parts and you only cover 1 part of it right here in frosting, that's 1/4. So 1/4 equals size parts of a whole. Okay, so I want my cookie halfway with frosting, which I'd rather have all, but it's half. So half, 1 of the 2 equal size parts of a whole with this little chocolate chips. Okay, here's another one. Okay, so we have 1, 2, we have 3 cookies, but only 2 of them have fully frosting and 1 has the half. So that makes 2 1/2. It says mixed numbers as a number which has whole numbers in a fraction. That's a lot of frosting. Okay, number 6. So we are going to do proportional reasoning, and here's the scenario. We are driving to Disneyland. Whoop, whoop, go Disneyland. We stopped at 224 miles and pumped 8 gallons of gas. The next stop was at 280 miles and we pumped 10 gallons of gas. The last stop, we drove 112 miles and pumped 4 gallons of gas. How many miles, K represents miles, did we get for gallons of gas? So we've done the math over here. Here's 8 and 24. Okay, you put 224 over 8. That gives you 28. Again, you do the same thing. You do 10 under 280. Again, it gives you 28. So you get 4, you get 112. Put 112 over 4 gives you 28. So the constant of proportion K is 28. The car traveled 28 miles for every 1 gallon of gas. And see, here's our other one. It says drive to Disney. Here's your 8. And then here's your mileage. You got your 10, you got mileage, 4, mileage. I don't know if I want to drive that car, but it sounds like fun. Okay, guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope it has helped in some ways to understand decimals, real numbers, and proportional reasoning. I appreciate y'all watching the other 3, and have fun watching the team teach with me and Miss Dominique. And y'all have a good night. Okay.